I just sent Justin Trudeau our Stop the Carbon Tax petition, and boy, he's in for a real shock when he sees the number of names on that list. Now, some of you might know, and those of you who don't know can probably already tell by this video as I'm standing in a field, that I don't live in the city or even near a small town for that matter. You see, the people who grow your food so that you can walk into Walmart and conveniently pick up a roast or a loaf of bread, well, we have to live this way. It's just how it is. Farmers can't move our farms closer to town so that we can drive less. However, Justin Trudeau just slapped farmers and the truckers keeping the supply chains open right now, and all of you who are struggling to get by with the 50% tax hike. He raised the carbon tax 50% on April 1st, in the middle of the worst economic catastrophe in the last 100 years. We have record unemployment right now. Free and innocent people are living under a form of house arrest, and instead of giving people a break, the tax relief we desperately need, the Liberals are taxing us more, all the while patting themselves on the back for dishing out money to bail out journalists and big businesses and sending people who want to work government checks. No sane government would do this. However, the Liberals are. Now, at the end of March, we started a petition calling on Justin Trudeau to stop the carbon tax. And in a little over 3 weeks, we rounded up nearly 19,000 signatures from Canadians who want Trudeau to stop this inhumane attack on the budgets of Canadian families. So, last week, Thursday actually, I sent Staples in beautiful downtown Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta, the closest actual town to where I live, our Stop the Carbon Tax petition for them to print out for me. On Friday, they let me know it was ready, so I drove the several kilometers up to the local gas station, fueled up my Jeep, and began my journey. And I drove and I drove and I drove and I drove, as I tend to do, past all the farms that feed us all those people who buy at retail and then sell at wholesale. I finally got to Staples and got our document. Double-sided, 18,849 signatures, 220 pages, plus the cover page. Then more driving. That's all I ever seemed to do. Over to the closest Canada Post location, which wasn't all that close. However, it was in a Shoppers Drug Mart, to send those 18,849 signatures, 220 pages, plus the cover page, by registered mail to the Prime Minister's office, all while doing my best to follow those social distancing guidelines. Now, there is something sort of kind of perfect about the act of just mailing a petition to stop the carbon tax being made even more expensive because of the carbon tax. It's actually the whole point of me wanting to stop the carbon tax, actually. Things we have to do and things we can't change are suddenly more expensive because of this ideological tax that won't do anything to change the weather anyway. All the tax does is make us poorer and slow the economic recovery we so desperately need right now. Now let me finish by thanking all of you for signing this petition. I was very proud to see all those names of people who are doing what they can to send a message to Trudeau to stop draining our pockets when they're already empty. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Thank you, everyone, for signing our Stop the Carbon Tax petition. Let's hope for the best, that Trudeau has a brief moment of lucidity and walks back this 50% tax hike. To continue to support the work we do to hold Trudeau to account, please go to helprebelnews.com.